Hi, I'm Colleen Grant. You're at the Art Studio in Tehachapi. And I've been in business for 4 years. I started out at a different location. We love the location we're at now. We've been here for about 2 years. And we have 2 classrooms. We've grown a lot in the last 2 years. We cater to homeschoolers, public schools. And we also offer an after-school program where we go to schools as well. So we're not only on campus here, we go to schools outside of here.
Are you teaching all levels?
Yes, we'll teach from preschool all the way to adult. So some of the preschool classes that we have, the parents are welcome to come and interact with the class and the preschoolers.
And tell me, how did you start in art?
I started in junior high myself. That's where I developed the love for art. And I continued taking art classes through high school. And I started in a junior college, and I was taking classes in junior college. And my family, I was taking care of my mother at the time. She developed Parkinson's disease, and I had to discontinue with my college degree. But I wasn't able to finish my education until I was older online. But I was always developing my artistic abilities. I was doing murals. I was always a paid artist. I would go out to homes and do murals for doctors' offices and for homes. I would always teach classes for troops, Girl Scout troops and Boy Scout troops, and I would go to schools and teach art at schools for students, work with teachers.
Here? Were you born here?
No, I was not born here. I was born in New York.
New York?
Yeah. So I was born in New York, and I moved out here when I was 11, and I grew up in San Fernando Valley, and I lived there till I was 30, and then moved to Valencia, California, ended up in Kern Valley, and then moved to Tehachapi 4 years ago. It's fun. We definitely have a lot of fun here at the Art Studio, and we have about 100 students right now that come through the Art Studio on a weekly basis.
What is the message you give them?
Well, that art is just not about a pretty picture. It's about your artistic expression. I really want the students to know that it's about them. It's about being able to express themselves with color and design. Yeah, we do all the different mediums. We'll do anywhere from clay. We work with ceramics. So we do pottery wheel. We do slab work. I even have the kindergartners work with oil painting. Watercolor, pencil, acrylic. There's no limits. And we don't do any arts and crafts. We try to keep it a fine art studio, even all the way down to the preschoolers. Concentrating on the elements and the principles of design, really keeping it, the fundamentals of art are really stressed here at the art studios, where they really learn the basics of art. This year, we're having the students learn the 10 most famous paintings, so that I feel maybe they're in their life, they'll remember those 10 most famous paintings, and that if they go to a museum or they hear somebody talking about those 10 most famous paintings, they'll remember the art studios, or they'll remember their art classes that they learned, and they'll learn everything that they learned in the art studio, and they'll learn to love art through that. Last year we learned, our lessons were based on cave painting to modern day painting. And in those, that's the basics of our lessons, and they'll learn all the fundamentals of art through that. But that's how we gear our curriculum, is through that.
Do you take them in expeditions? Do you go to museums? Do you go galleries?
We do set up field trips. Yes, we do. Yeah, for the older students. We will have field trips. And then we try to have the students enter art contests. We try to have art contests ourselves throughout the year. We have what we call Taste the Art. It's our big art show of the year, and that's just taking off. It was a real hit this last year. It's where the student paints a still life in acrylic, and they pair it with a food. So, for instance, if a student paints a cupcake, maybe they bring in a cupcake, so you could experience the food, taste the art.
Have you guys participated in the Chalk on the Walk?
Yes, a lot of my students have, and of course I have myself. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in to the art studio.
Okay.